Hey, this is Jersey. You're listening to the Garden State.
You're listening to The Garden State, the only New Jersey podcast that gives you all the news you need to hear this week. My name is Josh Sobo.
I'm Josh Chomick.
And I'm Jimmy Parks.
Welcome back, everyone.
Wow.
It's good to be back. It's good to be back. It is October 23rd. This episode will be live on the 25th. We are entering Halloween weekend here in the Garden State and everywhere.
Dumb question. When is Halloween? The 31st?
31st.
31st, right? Yeah. That's the following weekend.
I guess.
Well, it's
Oh, it's a
middle of the
Thursday.
week.
It's a Thursday, yeah.
I think if you're going to have a party, this is the weekend to have it.
True.
I was invited to a Halloween party this Friday.
And what are you going to wear?
I'm not going to the Halloween party.
Wow.
But
Party
I was
pooper.
invited to it.
You just want to let everyone know that you got invited to the party, huh?
Jimmy wants everyone to know he always has plans.
Always has plans.
Jimmy,
He's so busy.
What concert were you at 2 nights ago?
Domini.
Domini, yeah.
His favorite band ever.
Where was that? Basement show or something?
No, it was at Ortlieb's in Philly.
The dude's always in Philly, guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let it be known.
Reppin' South Jersey.
Soon enough, he will be a Philly resident.
No, that's not going to happen. I don't think so.
You're always up to something, Jim.
You know what I was doing earlier this morning, though?
What's that?
I was with the Today Show of,
Really?
of NBC. So I started my day with a nationally broadcast show, and now I'm here for a New Jersey based
No, this
show.
is globally broadcast.
And what did you learn from being with the Today Show?
So they gave me like an earpiece so I could hear behind the scenes. It's crazy to see how live TV works.
But were you speaking into a microphone or something?
No. I was just observing.
Oh, so you were hearing the producer go, "Okay, we're cutting over in 10
Yep.
seconds."
Mhm.
Yeah, all that.
It was nuts.
Nice.
It's all the movie magic that you don't get to see when you watch the show.
Do you forget what News 12 was like when we were on?
Yeah, they did the same thing. Yeah.
That's how it was. Live TV, man.
Yeah, it's true.
Are you going to leave us for the Today Show?
I don't think so.
Their field correspondent?
I don't think so.
He's going to leave us for News 12 New Jersey.
I don't think so.
Lauren Dude's hitting him up.
Yeah, Lauren Dude did text me this week.
Love it. Well, welcome back, everyone. It's good to be back. We didn't record last week, and we got some messages about that. Or did we record
No,
last
we
week?
did record last week.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. See,
Dude,
the weeks fly, man.
time is flying.
Fall foliage, man, and we're already a peak in most of the state. It's crazy. The
Yeah.
leaves are all falling off already.
I was going to say that when I talked about the date, we are in peak fall foliage right now. It is orange outside and the weather is warm. And
It's weird.
but it has been, I remember this same week, the last 2 years, it's been unseasonably warm. It's been like 70-degree afternoons and
I think it was
beautiful.
like 80 the other day.
Yesterday was 83. It was disgustingly warm. I missed the days where we used to get snowstorms in October.
Well, they're coming.
Not in October, brother. Maybe not even November.
We haven't had any precipitation this whole month.
You guys want to know Weather Chomick's prediction? We're going to stay in this drought. It's going to get worse. There's no sign of rain coming up at all.
Yeah.
So it's going to get really dry in Jersey, more than it is now already. And then this winter is when we get the biggest winter yet.
I don't
so
think
much
so.
snow. That's when all the rain comes in the form of snow, and we make up for all the snowless winters we've had in the past.
Maybe.
Is this based on science or is this just you're
No,
pulling this out of nowhere?
I'm pulling it out myself. That's a Chomick opinion right there. I'm just saying, watch it happen.
What part of yourself are you pulling that out of? Your brain? Or never mind. All right, let's keep moving.
Let's leave it at that. brother.
Hey, so yeah, Josh,
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about the drought in a bit. That's one of our stories today. But the news is slower these past few weeks. We've been like, there's been a little bit of we've had tickets for the struggle bus. It's been a little hard to find really interesting stuff happening around New Jersey, but there always is stuff
There's
happening.
lots of deaths, you know.
I'm kind of happy with this lineup today.
Nothing interesting.
People are always dying, but you know, it's gonna happen to all of us. So let's. Would you guys want to open the mailbag? But before we open the mailbag,
I want to know what you did this
I was going to say,
weekend.
do we want to do a little weekend recap?
Yeah.
What did I do this week? I was up in Rockaway at White Meadow Lake.
Ooh. Is White Meadow Lake actually in Rockaway?
Yeah, White Meadow Lake is Rockaway Township.
A community within Rockaway?
Yes, I think it's. I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely Rockaway. Yes, it is Rockaway. I'm not going to look it up. I'm just going to say it is.
Okay.
Did you know there was a fire in Rockaway this week?
I did know that.
Is that near White Meadow Lake?
You're right. It is Rockaway.
Yeah, I think Rockaway is so big that I don't know if it was near it where the fire was. You know, I was at Dick's Sporting Goods a few years ago, and one of the guys working there was like, "Yeah, I live in Rockaway." He's like, "I have 400 acres," and I was like, "What?
Yeah.
You have 400 acres in Rockaway? Like Rockaway goes way up by like Jefferson, Route 15.
It's crazy. I never realized how big Rockaway was.
And you get Picatinny Arsenal up there, so it's a big area. But yeah, I was in Rockaway on Saturday.
What happened at the lake?
Just a little family party at a family member's house.
Cool.
Which was fun. And then Sunday was low key. What did we do Sunday afternoon? We did have plans, and my brain Sunday afternoon. Yeah, I don't know.
Pumpkin patch, apple picking,
Nothing
fall
like that.
festivities.
You know, it's
nothing.
Nothing really. Yeah, it's gonna come to me later. What'd you do?
Saturday, I was with family all day. I took photos of my cousin's engagement.
Where was that at?
So I had to hide. It was at a vineyard out in Pittstown, New Jersey. I forgot the name of the vineyard, but it was at a vineyard. And if you've ever been to a vineyard, you would know it's kind of hard to hide. Like, obviously, there's different aisles and rows and stuff, but like I had to hide, but it wasn't that thick. So like, I still did a good job hiding.
Did you ruin the engagement?
No, she didn't even see me. And then when he dropped down on one knee to ask her to marry him, I popped out and took the photos. It's just a thing. It's like all family and friends, they just come to me, Josh Chomick, for the family discount for engagement photos.
That was in Pittstown?
Yes.
It was Benedus?
Yeah,
Benedus?
Benedus Vineyards, which I must say, it was really nice.
It looks beautiful.
Oh, it was a beautiful
Shout out to
spot.
Benedus Vineyards in Pittstown.
Yeah, man. And then there was a cool hangout area. So like the whole family ended up being there after he proposed. They surprised her. I took the photos. I got out of there, edited the photos, then went to a dinner. So that was fun. And then the rest of the weekend, I basically just worked, watched some football. It was beautiful. It was chill.
Nice. Sunday night, was that playoff baseball? Maybe that's what I did.
Was that?
Was it when the Mets lost? I don't know. Jimmy, what'd you do?
R.I.P., brother.
On Saturday, I went to see Domini in Philadelphia. Got dinner with my friend Madison, and then was house sitting for my friend's Christmas tree farm. Farm sitting.
Guys, we've been doing this for how many years now?
3.
My only ask of you guys, when you tell your stories, where in New Jersey were you?
I said Pittstown.
No, you didn't. You said you were at an engagement at a vineyard. I said where?
No.
Then you said Pittstown.
I said Pittstown.
Maybe you did.
Because in
I
the
don't
moment
know.
I forgot the name, so I was like stalling.
Where were you?
Robbinsville, New Jersey.
Where's that, Jimmy?
It's off exit 8 on the turnpike.
You know, that whole section of New Jersey.
I think he's just
confusing me.
gatekeeping the area. He doesn't want to tell us.
Yeah, you know,
what it is.
gatekeeping. Okay, so that's my rant for tonight. My opening monologue. My Tucker Carlson. When are we gonna bring gatekeeping back? I'm gonna actually just say it. This podcast is great, but I'm about to start gatekeeping everything.
I was about to say
love.
we've been doing this for 3 years now. You've been talking heavily about Kate May this whole time.
I'm done. I'm done talking about everything I love because I had a realization the other day where this state's not big enough to have things you like. If you have a restaurant you like, it's got to be a secret.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you about it.
You put it on TikTok, it's going to blow up. And then all the TikTok influencers and moms are going to be there.
Yeah,
in a heartbeat.
The TikTok mom influencers are wild. They get that engagement, man.
Yeah.
They get after it. With
Look
their
at your
content.
poor little Kate May. It's booming now.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame.
Rent prices are going up. House prices up.
We should build an island.
mobbed.
An island off of New Jersey that could be a new beach town because at this point, the regular ones are done. It's over.
Yeah. You did that. You did it to yourself.
I didn't do it. It's been on the come up for some time. Actually, Kate May, Curtis Bashaw, owner of Congress Hall, and like half of Kate May is running for office right now against Andy Kim.
Oh, he's against Andy Kim. I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, we don't need to get into that. They had a debate I saw, but you know, we don't need to talk politics. This podcast is an escape from that, don't you think?
Yes, we kind of keep it in the middle here.
And that's why we're voting for. All right, why don't we dive into the mailbag? And we've been getting a lot of calls. The listeners,
you guys are calling in.
They've been active. They've been wanting to talk to us. They've been wanting to see how we're doing.
Let's play a few tonight.
And maybe we'll do one or two. Hey, Josh, what is the phone number Do you think people are tired of hearing the phone number for the mailbag?
No,
No.
I hope it's stuck in their heads if it's not already.
I hope 10 years from now, when we're long gone, people are still singing 908 67 99 99 3.
908 67 99 99 3.
Hi, this is Fran. Love the podcast. I have a question for you guys. So I'm at my cousin's house, and he's sharing a story how he and his wife gave away all their leftover condiment packets, like from the Chinese restaurant and takeout, ketchup, mustard, and soy sauce, stuff like that, with their the Halloween candy that they were giving the trick-or-treaters. I thought that was so wrong, but I'm wondering if you guys ever did that yourself, gave out weird stuff at Halloween, or you ever got anything weird like that in your Halloween candy when you were a kid. That's all. I thought that would make some interesting conversation. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Have a great weekend.
Shout out to Fran.
Thank you,
That
Fran.
was a great call. That's hilarious.
That is wrong.
That's
That
so
is
evil.
wrong.
Now,
Why condiment? Like, why not any other? Like, why not a napkin at that point? Like, it's just this.
so it sounds like this person was giving out candy too, and then the condiments were just like an added bonus.
But that's the thing. You put your hand in the bucket.
Yeah.
You might just get a bunch of condiments.
I think it would be funnier if it was just condiments.
And I'm guessing it's just they do it as a joke, obviously, but that's just cruel. Imagine being a little kid and pulling out like ketchup and mustard and soy
A
sauce.
sweet and sour sauce.
Yeah, dude, they would cry.
Yeah, I never got anything weird. I never gave out anything weird like that. But I
No.
will say, last year, let's just say we live in a town now where people give out real stuff.
What do you mean real stuff?
Full size candy bars,
Really?
full size bags of Skittles.
No way.
full size bag of
when you say,
Skittles.
what is how big is a full bag of Skittles?
Like the one you buy at the store.
That's one thing in their Halloween buckets.
Oh my goodness. When I tell you.
So you go on a rampage. You're
My
enjoying
daughter,
that.
we choose a strawberry and we were like, let's go. There's one street that has these beautiful, enormous houses. It's like a block from us. And we walk it every day. So we were like, let's just go for a walk and we'll go to one house. She's a baby, obviously. She doesn't know what's going on. We'll get something for ourselves.
Well, yeah, at that
This
point.
lady comes to the door, biggest house ever. And she's like, oh, here's something for you guys. And she pulls out like a tray full of full-size candy, like any full-size
Nice.
candy bar you could think of. And it just made me realize, maybe I really did grow up in the middle class. I grew up in a middle-class family.
Tell us all about it.
That's my economic policy. But no, I've never seen the soy sauce thing, man.
I've never, as a kid, I never got screwed over like that.
Did you trick or treat as a kid?
I did. And I
Where was
always got candy.
Where was your route? Where would you go?
Around the block of my parents' house. We didn't really go far.
Jimmy, where would you trick or treat?
I went like on the north side of Valley Road mostly.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't help us really, but
Oh, I texted you guys over the weekend. Speaking of Valley Road and Clark,
Yeah?
at this family party, I was a guy there is a teacher at Kumpf.
oh,
Yes.
What did he teach? What subject?
He didn't tell me the subject. Sixth through
Was it
eighth.
Mr. Marson?
It was 6th through 8th grade special.
Mr. Marson.
I don't want to call this
not
guy out because
Kumpf.
I don't know him. I just met him. Do you guys know any teachers at Kumpf or no?
Yeah.
Well, Jimmy's still boys with Marson, but,
but that
I
was
don't
in
think it was
Kumpf.
Marson.
That was ALJ.
That's ALJ. You're right. Lakato is Kumpf.
yeah, she retired a long time ago.
She's
So
old.
funny the like teacher names that just sound made up.
yeah. Oh my God.
sounds like Hey Arnold names.
Sir Weeds.
Dino Spumoni, Mr. Spumoni. like, Jimmy, so what was your best Halloween costume you ever had?
Probably.
It's like a mailman or something.
I was a
no, Jimmy.
mailman one year. That was pretty
Knew
good.
it. Knew it.
Were you really?
I was Steve Irwin one year. That was a good one.
Really?
Yeah. I used to be
Steve
obsessed with
Irwin.
the crocodile hunter.
Was that,
That was first grade.
before or after?
This is before he died.
Okay. All right. You know what would have been
How
great?
old were you? You must have been like, what, 6? He died when you were like 8 years old, right?
No, he died in my freshman year of high school.
No, Irwin?
No, sixth grade maybe.
Yeah, back. Yeah,
No,
you,
I
weren't
think
in
you were
high
younger
school.
than that.
No.
Steve
I was
Irwin died a
definitely-
long time ago. Josh,
I
get
think it
the
was.
date.
I think it was 04 he died. 06. So Jimmy
06.
would have
Yeah,
been
sixth
5th grade.
grade.
6th grade.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was a freshman in 06.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was I going to say?
That's a good idea, though. Back to the candy bowl. Like, I should do that for the kids this year. Throw some condiments in there and like really fun things to throw them off.
I thought you were gonna say I should do that this year. I'll get them full size candy bars.
No, the kids don't deserve that, nor do they need that. It's not healthy.
Josh, what was your favorite Halloween costume?
Garbage man.
Wow.
Question.
No, actually,
was that
no,
costume?
I was about to say. I think that year I was a builder. Like I had a work belt on, a hammer. My mom never let me be anything scary, so it was always like
Really?
a builder or like a mailman or I don't even remember.
Is it funny how every young boy, his dream is to be a utility worker?
Honestly,
Bro, that
they
was my
probably
dream for
make
the first-
so much money.
That was the first 15 years of my life. I wanted to do like
You're in like 7th grade and
I
you're
wanted
like,
to be a garbage man.
I want to go straight blue collar.
I should have went.
UPS
I just
man.
should have worked. I should have worked for the town, but like I didn't even think about that when I was a freshman. At that point, they're throwing down college down your throat in
Yeah,
high school.
you
You,
had-
have to go to college. You have to go to college, and then it's like you don't consider these other jobs that could be great, and that's where the system fails us.
Well, in our high school, anyway, like they shoved it down your throat. It was like if you weren't going to college, you were a failure.
Yeah, they really made me mad. My guidance counselor, couldn't stand them.
So, did anyone in your high school ever dress up to school? That was always awkward.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like in high school, when someone would come to high school in a costume.
On Halloween?
Yeah.
Everyone would.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a
Oh,
thing.
your school is
what?
far more
Cranford
fun.
didn't do that.
Nah, everyone. I mean, maybe like.
You guys didn't have like a Halloween party or something?
I mean, no, you're right. Actually, people did dress up. I think. I don't remember.
You know what I did in high school during Halloween when the kids came and dressed up?
What'd you do?
Stayed home from school that day.
Really?
Because it was a stupid day because we weren't learning. It was just like a party all day. And I was like, why am I coming to school if I'm not going to learn?
You know what? Now you
I'm
said
gonna
we,
enjoy
we-
myself.
We did do that as well in high school. We did have a day on Halloween. There was a costume contest. It's
Yeah.
freshman year, I remember this. So
I was so negative in high school. I was just like, I don't want to be here right now. So and I didn't go. So I didn't participate in any of that. I think I stopped dressing up after I was like 10 years old.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up trauma. on the
Hey,
podcast.
it was a great off day. Made YouTube videos.
So this year, are you guys dressing up?
No.
No.
Jim?
No,
Jim, go to the party on Friday.
I don't have a costume.
Go to the Spirit Halloween. I don't know.
They're all sold out by now.
No. I have an idea for you.
Tell me.
You could be a podcaster, white guy with a podcast.
Whoa, with the
Just walk around with the
headphones.
microphone.
You could bring the SM7B with you.
Yeah, bring that mic with you.
People are
and
going to
just-
be like, is this what you guys use? You'd be like, yeah.
You should actually get it cut out of this wood panel because every podcast now has this wood panel that's behind us.
After we started it,
And just tape it to your back. Guy with podcast.
People are gonna be like, what is this
That's
guy?
actually a really good costume idea. If you're a guy with a podcast and just have a second mic where people could talk to you.
it's like out in front of you.
Yeah, if you were trying to go out and have a fun time, you'd make a lot of friends because
Yeah.
everyone would want to come on the podcast.
All right, I got a good giveaway off the top of my head right now.
All right, go ahead.
All right, you have to dress up as Josh Sobo
Yeah,
from the Garden State and send us a photo
That's so easy.
or a video.
just to put a hat on.
No, they got to look like you though.
And what happens if they do?
I don't know. Maybe I'll give them some free merch or something.
Okay, if someone does that and it's actually good.
Like maybe make a video. Like I want to see an impersonation. There we go. We need an impersonation while you look like Josh
But you're
Sobo.
telling me if I didn't walk around and like from my torso up was guy with a podcast, like the background and a microphone and headphones, and anytime someone walked up to me, it's just like saunas, like the benefits of saunas on your. You don't think that's funny?
I think that's
it's
hilarious.
If I just start talking about like what's it called?
Well, that's what you normally
bio-
do though. You just don't have the headphones on all the time.
I know. I am.
You could, if you started wearing headphones everywhere, you could be pretty hip. Some kids do.
I think guy with podcast is a funny idea. All
I
right.
think it's hilarious.
So yeah, I've never given out soy sauce. Never gotten soy sauce. But
Great
I think,
idea though for this year.
Do you guys ever see anybody give out anything really weird, like fruit?
I've
heard
gotten
about-
fruit.
That's so weird.
I never understood like change.
Change like money.
Yeah.
I wish I got money.
Yeah, but it was like, here's a quarter.
Hey,
yeah.
20 of those, dude. You got yourself $5.
I'd love to hear from people because our next episode is on what day? A week from today, the 30th. We'll record it right before Halloween because the episode will go
Yeah, I'll
live
get
November
posted
1st.
after.
So call into the mailbag this week and let us know your funniest, most interesting, whatever New Jersey Halloween related story. And if it's good enough, or interesting enough, we'll get it in. I think that's a funny idea.
Yeah, just like a story in general about like their Halloween.
If you know of an interesting piece of New Jersey Halloween lore that you want to tell us about, because next week could be the Halloween episode. We could talk about all that stuff.
We should be dressed up.
Oh, we should dress up.
Yeah.
What if I dress up as Phil Murphy
You should.
and you dress up as Chris Christie?
Okay.
Dude, let's do it. Wait, we got to
I
dress
have a
up next
better
week.
idea in mind.
All right, what do you want to dress up as?
I'm going to surprise you guys.
Wait, we should actually dress up next week.
Yeah, I'm down.
Jimmy, what are you going to I'm going to be guy with a podcast. What are you going to be, Jimmy?
I don't know.
I have to
I'll
brainstorm.
be a
on it.
photographer.
Oh my gosh, you guys are
that's
boring.
lame. That's so lame. Are we actually going to do this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. What was your idea? I want to hear it.
I don't have an idea.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
I got to cook something up. I have a whole week now to prepare. You got me excited.
All right, we're going to do it next week. New Jersey related Halloween costumes. Maybe I'll be John Taylor. Or maybe I'll be a bagel. I don't know. Slice of pizza.
You guys are very original over here.
I think we should dress up though. Okay, great. So we should dress up. You should be Kamala. I'll be Trump.
Okay. Can I be Biden?
You can be Biden. I'll be Trump.
Okay, cool.
And Jimmy can be Kamala. No comment from Jimmy. All right, cool. I want to be Kamala.
I'll be Trump.
All right, great.
I don't have a good Trump impersonation though, so I can't be Trump actually.
All right, we're in the weeds. Let's
No
get
politics, no
into,
politics.
I mean, that's we kept that little baseline. There's nothing there. I want to be Ralph Nader. All right, that was political. Sorry. Let's get into the actual news for the week. This is what the people are here for. They don't care about our anecdotes. They don't care about our life stories. They don't care about New Jersey, I don't think. I think they just want to hear.
I think Cheese cares.
Cheese. I miss Cheese. He should come back on the podcast.
We should have another party.
All right, so into the news.
Let's do it.
Cool. All right, let's talk about it. So this past week, a New Jersey Transit bus tire exploded, leaving one man with lacerations all over his body.
It's crazy.
This poor kid's lucky to be alive.
The video of this is infuriating because the kid looks totally shell-shocked, sitting on the ground, and people are just looking at him.
Yeah. Like,
And someone's filming him.
how about we
It's
help
like-
the kid instead of putting a camera in his face?
Yeah, and I mean,
Like honestly, people were probably shocked. I'll give
Yeah.
it. Like, what are you gonna
But
do if you
still.
see that? Like, what are you gonna try to wrap him up?
no, you run over and just sit next to him and you're like, are you all right? Can I help you? Like, I don't know. You don't just take a video of him.
No.
He looks, honestly, the video is genuinely sad.
Well, they probably
I feel
called
bad
they
for him.
probably called the cops and then they shot the video.
You would hope.
Maybe, but even if that's the case, he's
Poor
just
kid.
sitting. I mean, there is a cop there. It looks like, there is a transit worker. It looks like, and he's just sitting there on the ground, and I'm guessing he has red pants on, or is that blood?
Unless it's a cover, they gave him something. Yeah, because I don't know what that red is behind the blur.
He just looks so like in pain.
Yeah, it looks like a rag or something.
But
Yeah, terrible story.
I mean, New Jersey Transit's having a bad year as far as
Another
public
situation.
relations goes. It
Oh, yeah.
seems like every week there's a headline that's horrendous for New Jersey Transit.
Yeah, they almost killed this kid.
How did the tire explode? Do we know?
New Jersey Transit is the absolute worst!
So here's what it says. It says a New Jersey man was injured Wednesday when a tire on a New Jersey Transit bus suddenly exploded. Stephen Kitkian, 22, was heading home after work, waiting to board a bus near the 200 gates at the Port Authority bus terminal. Guys, do you remember Port Authority bus terminal? You ever do that?
I love it. Yeah.
I hated waiting in the terminal when I used to commute with it.
I feel like I never had to wait. Like I was always walking onto 113X.
So it says it was like a shock wave just went through me. He said the tire, you hear it pop. I took my sweatshirt off because there was so much glass in my sweatshirt.
Oof.
He said he was on the floor bleeding in shock. I see blood gushing. I see the floor covered in blood. I thought I was going to die right there, he said. Port
Jeez.
Authority police officers rushed to help Kidkian, and he was transported to a local hospital. There, doctors pulled pieces of glass out of his body one by one. Oh my goodness. This is horrible. This is like, I don't wish this on anyone, he said. So now he's saying he's obviously recovering, but he says just to walk to my kitchen, it's not easy. So he's in a lot of pain still. He's on the road to recovery. But he says someone was watching over me last night because if I wasn't wearing the sweatshirt I was wearing, all this would be cuts and wounds. And I don't think I'd be standing here right now.
Wow.
So it's miraculous.
Yeah, thank
when you
God
think
he's
about-
alive.
It's like shrapnel basically flying into this kid's body from a tire. You think about those huge
They're
bus
massive.
tires.
So I guess he was just standing right next to the bus, like waiting to board it, and then the tire just popped.
Yeah, and I think we don't want to speculate because again, I'm learning to be wise
Yeah, we
in
don't
my words.
spec.
But for a tire to just blow up, it was probably the what do you call it? Like the wall of the tire.
Yeah.
It's probably worn down and it kind of begs the question. And I'm just going to say it because I love my friends over at New Jersey Transit. We got some great workers there, but could it be that this was a failure of maintenance on the bus? Could this tire have been past due for being changed? Tires don't
That's the thing. It's like, how often do you have to change a bus tire out?
I don't know, but I'd imagine there's a life cycle on a tire.
And
on
these
a bus,
buses are
just
used
like-
every single day. The
Yeah,
amount of
like-
miles put on them.
It's the same as when a tire blows. You know, when the sidewall on a tire bubbles out. You ever
Yeah.
seen that?
Terrifying.
It's like it's ready to explode.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe they was overfilled, and I don't know. But this poor kid. Thank goodness he's alive. What I was wondering is, do you guys think he gets a fat check from a situation like this? Do you think he's going to sue?
He'll probably try suing New Jersey Transit, and he'll get something because they almost just took his life.
How much do you get in a situation like this?
That's the thing. It's like, if it happened to you, like, how much are you trying to get? And I know, like, a lawyer would tell me that number, but like, I don't even know what I'd try to get.
Let's ask ChatGPT.
Without knowing, I'm gonna say 100 grand.
That's it. You don't think you can get like 1.4 mil?
Here's my prompt to ChatGPT. A kid in New Jersey was injured with serious deep cuts after a New Jersey Transit bus tire exploded. Based on similar cases of negligence, how much could he expect to get in court if he sues? So there's one person, Mason v. NJ Transit, a woman injured in a violent bus incident. She received $1.8 million.
Wow.
Oh, I was
Joe,
close.
you were right.
Yeah, it's got to be in the millions, man. It's New Jersey Transit. They've got a big responsibility, and they got the money.
Any other public transit stories?
I mean, if it happened to you, Jimmy, would you sue?
If I was getting 1.8 million out of it.
Yeah, you would, right?
How much do you think the lawyer gets? Like they get percentage?
It depends if you go pro bono. I think pro bono, is that what they're called?
Yeah. Pro bono is when you do it for free. And you just get.
I think they get a percentage afterwards,
Yeah.
right? I don't know. It's interesting to see. I'm sure.
It would have
he'll-
pissed me off. Like, it killed my commute, you know?
Yeah, but I tell you what, 1.5 million in a mutual fund at 7%.
I mean,
You're doing well.
You're making like $100,000 a year for the rest of your life.
poor kid's probably shocked now. Like, doesn't even ever want to stand next to a bus anymore after that.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
imagine seeing that. It's like a bomb went off, dude.
There's got to be some serious trauma there, and I think, it has to be challenging for him. But it sounds like he's in good spirits, and he, he's obviously lucky to be alive. The article ends by saying the explosion is under investigation. New Jersey Transit says it appears to be an accident at this time. Well, I would hope so.
Yeah, it's not like a planned thing.
Imagine you have a button to explode your tires.
What do you think the odds are that kid's standing there and the bus tire, it just explodes? Like, what are the odds that he's in that position right there?
Well, you have to think most of the time when buses are stopping, they're stopping for people.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if
people
a-
are always next to buses.
If a bus is parked and tire's going to explode, odds are there's going to be people nearby,
Yeah.
unless it's in a bus station, right?
Yeah, I think about all the times I used to take the bus every single day. Like, you're standing right next to the tire, like loading the bus. It's like, it could happen to anyone.
Yeah. It didn't happen to you, though.
And it didn't happen to you either.
I tell you what, get a needle and I'll stand there.
I wonder if more people want to take the train after reading a story like this.
I don't think so. I don't think people care at all. I think it's a freak accident. And you have freak accidents with the train, like the girl in Morristown that lost part of her leg. I mean,
crazy.
Either way, I was taking the train the other day and I was standing near the yellow thing and I always get this sense that somebody's going to push me on. I take a step back.
Terrifying.
You never want to stand on the yellow. You always want to be a foot back.
Yeah, so I took a step
Just
back.
in case. You know, someone might just bump into you and you might fall.
Or, a little
risk every
little
day.
gust of wind could come along, blow me over.
You never know.
All right.
Everyone's got to go somehow.
Yeah, let's get so weird. All right, let's keep it moving here. This is a story that is being reported across a few news sources, but it says homelessness in New Jersey has climbed 24% since last year.
That's pretty crazy. That's a jarring jump.
In 1 year.
Yeah,
1 year.
This is really crazy. So the housing crisis across the state of New Jersey is reaching a critical stage, and it's plenty evident in Hudson County. New stunning statistics on homelessness reveal. Homelessness in Hudson County spiked 27% in 2024. So that's from 920 people to 1,168. So that's crazy. So that's above the state average, which is 24%. So the annual survey of homeless population organized by Monarch Housing Associates counted individuals experiencing homelessness on the night of January 23rd, 2024. We continue to see a rise in persons experiencing homelessness in New Jersey, said Casey Vinkowski, senior associate at Monarch, referring to the increase of 24% overall across the state. While homeless numbers rise, there has been a decrease in vacancy rates for rentals across the state from 3.1% in 2023 compared to 3.7% in 2022. So they're making an argument there that housing vacancies are decreasing, and there's some obvious link here between there's not a lot of apartments and things are getting more expensive. So this article goes on to make an argument that we need more affordable housing in New Jersey. And it says in Hudson County, the increase in homeless families attributed to eviction or risk of eviction rose a whopping 65% from 122 in 2023 to 201 in 2024. The survey also showed a 24% increase in families who attributed to their homelessness to being asked to leave a shared home. So this is a serious issue. You know, Jersey has a lot of challenges right now, and homelessness is one that it doesn't seem like it's at the forefront of our culture's mind. You know, it's not at the forefront of the zeitgeist to figure out what's going on with the homeless.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, you say, like, you see in all these bigger cities in Jersey, like Newark, Trenton, Jersey City, Atlantic City, you see like how much has changed in the past 3 years alone.
Yeah.
Even since like COVID, like how many more people are living on the streets and how messy it's become. And it's really sad to see. And then it goes back to what you were saying. People are fighting for more affordable housing now. But I was going to ask, isn't that what all these towns are trying to do? Like with all these new apartment complexes, like 20% of it needs to be affordable housing type thing?
That's what the article goes on to say, and they have their quotas.
But yeah, it's crazy how the numbers have risen.
There is a political undertone to all this on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's stupid if we don't address it. Because I think on one side, the solution is we just need to build more affordable houses. And that's,
Houses.
No, affordable units,
Okay,
the apartments.
okay.
Which is one case. I think if you look at all of our towns right now, there's all these apartment buildings going up. And I guess that's supposed to be the solution.
I guess. And like for affordable housing, how much is that rent? I don't even know.
Regardless, it's something that the state's got to figure out. We got to figure out, is the solution just to build endless apartments, or are there other solutions to resolve the issue? I mean, this article does not point to any of what I just said as an issue. It just points to we just got to build more apartments. So maybe that's just the result of New Jersey, the population's climbing. Maybe there's other stuff, mental health stuff.
There's no more space in Jersey. That's the thing.
The other thing is
we're taking out all the garden of the state. It's just going to be the state in like 10 years.
And I'll say it. This is going to sound like an old school take, but I grew up here. I want to raise my family here. I don't like the way the towns are changing with all these big apartment buildings.
Oh, no. It looks terrible.
It just doesn't feel right. It feels like this is not what these towns were intended to be.
Traffic build up, and it just becomes more populated.
The traffic is a serious issue. There's no way to resolve it. If you drive through any of these suburban towns around 3 to 6 p.m., anywhere from
stay off the roads.
Clark over in Union County especially, but Bergen County, Morris County,
Hudson
County.
Don't even touch the Parkway. Don't touch 78 during those times. It's terrible.
It's a disaster. It's just it's a crisis of development where we're overdeveloping, and I think it's going to have real ramifications in the future. But at the same time, we got to figure out what's going on with the homeless. You know, I think another key to this is how many of these homeless people are dealing with severe mental illness, and how do we deal with that?
That's a whole nother war to the face right there, which is crazy. Regardless,
it's very sad, and especially going into the wintertime, you got to be aware of the impact on the weather getting colder on people that don't have homes.
We should gatekeep New Jersey.
Yeah, that's my goal.
So like, we should just talk crap about
It's an
Jersey.
awful place.
When your
Terrible.
friends from Manhattan think about moving here, you go, no, it's just so terrible.
I mean, I
go to
tell all
Long
my
Island.
friends in Manhattan how great Jersey is, and they still don't want to move here. So
Yeah. All right, let's keep it moving here. Next story. A New Jersey family is seeking justice after a funeral home brought the wrong body to a viewing for their deceased family member.
this would probably get me really riled up if it happened to me.
That's not even,
Just not gonna. I'm straight up.
but that's not even the worst of it. They brought the body out wearing their loved one's clothing.
That's just weird. Imagine like seeing a different body of like your father.
My dad in his favorite Mets jersey.
Yep.
That's some random guy wearing my dad's favorite Mets jersey.
I would probably laugh.
I don't think you
know.
would laugh.
I think my dad.
I would be in
if it-
shock.
If it was my dad, he has such a good sense of humor that I think I would probably laugh, and it would be a.
I would just be like,
'Cause-
"What is this?"
I think my dad would want me to laugh if that happened to him, but at the same time, it's incredibly dark.
Yeah, it's very like that would just anger me like crazy too. Like, how do you make that mistake? Like, I want to know the details, Josh.
It says a funeral home in Camden, New Jersey is facing allegations of placing the wrong body in a family's deceased loved one's clothes. The family first realized the heartbreaking mistake when they came to inspect the casket ahead of a public viewing. At around 4 p.m. on February 17th, plaintiffs approached the casket supposedly holding Addison and became immediately distressed and angered when they saw another unrecognizable corpse dressed in Addison's clothes and belongings. According to a complaint filed September 5th, so this is all being filed within this last 2 months, by the family of Jenkins, the plaintiffs were shocked, upset, confused, and full of tears. The family of Jenkins is accusing the funeral home of negligence in handling of human remains, among other charges. Addison Jenkins, who passed away February 2023, had planned his funeral ahead of time, choosing the Boyd Funeral Home in Camden, New Jersey, to handle the
If
services.
only he knew. If only he knew now.
So in their complaint, it says the funeral director wasn't even present when they expressed their concerns, and that a makeup artist from the funeral home allegedly reassured them the body was of Jenkins.
That's where I got confused reading this article.
That's so bizarre. The makeup artist is like, no, that is your family member. And
That-
they're like, no, it's not.
Yeah. But it wasn't.
So the complaint, however, says the family and the funeral home employees continue to disagree with each other as to who's. So this is crazy.
So they're arguing because the funeral home is like, no, this is your family's body.
Yeah.
But it's not. But was it?
So the this is really weird. The Jenkins were sent photos by the director to prove that it was, in fact, their deceased loved one, but specific markings on the body did not match their loved one. So they claim he had cauliflower ear and a noticeable foot infection. Sorry. This is like
Yes, continue.
both of which were not present on the body in the casket.
Thanks.
So
So wait, was it actually his body or was it not?
No.
well, it's a cliffhanger.
They didn't tell us anything else? Because the funeral home is they're pretty sure that it was his body, but the family's saying it's not his body.
So their attorney, Michael Shaw, he's representing the plaintiffs, wrote, what happened to the Jenkins family and their late loved one, Addison Jenkins, is disturbing and reprehensible. To twist the knife once the Jenkins family informed the funeral home of the wrongful conduct, the callous response was to point blame at my clients by persistently telling them that the wrong and unidentified body was their late loved one, gaslighting a grieving family after displaying the wrong corpse is cruel and ignoble.
So it was the wrong corpse, I guess.
Well,
a
they're
very
going to
confusing
go
story.
before a jury, and we're going to find out.
Did they have is there a photo of the corpse in the article or no?
Definitely not. But
Oh.
I mean, how do you not know though? That's the thing I'm trying to figure out. The makeup artist is there going, that is your dad.
Especially with the foot infection. Were they checking the foot, dude?
Take
What's that about?
Take his shoe off
Take
right
his
now.
shoe off right now. I'll tell you, that is not my father.
That's like a Nickelodeon sketch.
Oh man, I like how there's like cauliflower ear and foot infection. It's like,
No, I
how
mean-
about the face? How about the arms?
It's definitely traumatic when you're trying to mourn the loss of a family member.
Yes.
It's very traumatic. I don't want to make light of these
And-
people's
and,
trauma. On the flip side, there is the fact that even after it was called out, they couldn't come together and go, okay, hold on, what's going on right here? Is it or is it not?
Because a corpse does look different after a few days of someone being dead. Like we all know that. But it's not to the point where they're unrecognizable. That's why it's like this family, I don't know, they might be right. But the funeral home knows what they're doing. So is the funeral home right?
I think the family's right. I think they know. When you know, you know.
Yeah. You know, foot infection if you got one. So
And
cauliflower ear.
I think truth.
This poor family, just no matter what, like this is a traumatic situation for this family.
Look. Justice will be served here. We know that.
They'll get a fat check.
And they're going to get a jury of their peers together and they will figure it out. So we'll keep you updated on what happens with the funeral home.
Gabagool.
That's out of, where did I say, Camden? So
Yeah.
we will
Boston.
keep the listeners in the loop on that. Moving on, one New Jersey town is receiving flack for having their Christmas decorations up already in October.
So before Halloween, this town already has Christmas decorations.
Before Thanksgiving.
Before Turkey Day.
Yeah, so the township in question is Monroe Township. Are there multiple Monroes?
There is. There's a Monroe up by us.
And this is
A
the
little
one
south of us.
So this is the one in Gloucester County.
I've been there.
So it says, in addition to being really early with their Christmas and winter decorations, Monroe Township also traditionally holds its annual Halloween parade well before October 31st. This year, for example, it was this past Saturday, the 19th. To make that parade a bit more festive, in addition to Main Street being lined with hay bales and scarecrows, the township put up its snowflakes and turned them all on in the middle of October. So if you look at photos, the street is lined with
It
snowflakes.
looks great.
And I guess, this is a contentious topic in our culture is, when do Christmas decorations go up?
After Thanksgiving.
We talked about Spirit Christmas.
Well, I was going to say, what's up with South Jersey? Because Spirit Christmas opened already.
They're trying to widen that window of how much.
At least wait until after Halloween, right? That's what I thought Spirit Christmas was going to do. I thought they were going to just change over from Spirit Halloween to Spirit Christmas, but no, Spirit Christmas is open already.
Well, I'm curious what people at home think. Do you think it's too early to get Christmas decorations up?
Yes.
What did you guys say?
Yes,
Yes.
You both say yes.
I think so.
I'd agree. I think the absolute maximum timeline should be early November if you're really into it.
Yeah, do it. It's okay if you do it before Thanksgiving. I think you have to wait until October passes, though. Like, start in November if you're really into it.
I'm a bit of a Christmas freak. I'll just say that because I realized the season goes fast.
Yeah,
And you got to enjoy all of it.
yeah.
And
I agree too.
With that in
You
mind,
want those extra few weeks in there.
Yeah, so I'll start listening to some Christmas music the week before Thanksgiving.
Well, when are you putting up your Christmas tree?
Usually the weekend of Thanksgiving. That weekend.
Yeah.
That's when we do it.
But I'm not offended if someone does it the week before. It just doesn't feel. It feels like you're. It just feels
Also
like you're
in Jersey, it's
cheapening.
83. It's 83 degrees right now, so
Usually Thanksgiving's when I get really.
you can't
into it.
do it when it's 83 degrees. It's not Florida.
I'll tease the Charlie Brown Christmas album that week of Thanksgiving. I'll blast that a little bit in my truck.
Wait, you haven't teased it yet?
No, I wait until week of Thanksgiving.
Smart man.
And then once Thanksgiving's over, the gloves are off. Me and Shelb watch Christmas movies, a few times a week.
Need to.
We make a list every year and try to get as many.
And then how long till you take everything down? After New Year's?
Shelby, see, my wife is very.
Don't put the blame on Shelby.
No,
I
no.
know you want to keep it up.
If it was up to me, it would stay up till end of January.
You guys take it down before that?
She's like, as soon as Christmas is over, she's like, it's over.
Is it okay? So is it over before New Year's though, or you guys keep it past New
No,
Year's?
probably like the January 1st. We're taking it all down.
Wow.
She's very much like, she says I like Christmas too much. I'm a Christmas
like too much
fanatic.
smush?
I'm a little weird.
Does Shelby listen to our podcast or no?
No, she doesn't care. She don't care about this.
Dang, that's rough, dude. I wish she listened.
Man. Maybe she does. I don't know. I don't think she listens.
Have you guys played June the podcast yet? Like, so she hears your voice when you're not like around.
No, but I should put a video on and see what she thinks.
Yeah.
She,
Like, I wonder if like now she's getting older, she's getting smarter. Like,
She
if
would
she
definitely
sees you
know.
on
She would
hers,
know.
because she watches TV all the time. If you put the podcast on like YouTube on your TV, next time I'm over, let's do it when I'm over. I want to see her reaction when she sees you on the screen.
she'd be like, Dada. I'll put it on for her and see what she does. That's
Trip her
really
out.
funny. Yeah, Shelby's like, she's cut and dry. She's not sentimental.
I mean, once the holiday's over, it's over.
Yeah, it's over. I mean, it makes me sad.
Well, that's
though.
why you got to put yours up early, like you said, November 1st.
But here's the thing, and I say this, I've been saying this on this podcast for a few years now. Time moves so fast. Christmas is over. You got to get through January, February. That is the lull of New Jersey.
Yep.
Then you get into spring, and you got something new. Spring, and then you got the summer. Summer's great. And then you got fall, which we're in right now. Fall's awesome in New Jersey. And you're back at Christmas. So it's like, there's always something to be enjoyed in New Jersey
Always.
besides, I think, January, February.
So, do you wish that your town did the same thing Monroe did? Put the Christmas flakes up already. Put some Christmas decorations up here and there.
No, I think it's weird. I think it is a little bit weird.
A little too early.
Yeah, it's strange. I don't know.
I wouldn't want to mix it with all the foliage
Yeah.
and like all the
just-
Halloween stuff.
It just feels strange to me.
Your face.
I was about to yawn. Sorry. I don't know.
I don't know.
You're making me tired. I'm looking at you.
We're
Your
all
eyes-
yawning.
I know, I'm tired.
You know what happened was that pizza. We ate that pizza.
I know. I can't eat pizza before the podcast anymore. We're gonna move back to mornings, though. I think so.
Yeah, we're getting back in the morning vibe. All right, so last story of the evening.
Of the day.
New Jersey is facing its driest conditions since the 1800s.
That's crazy.
Sounds like a little clickbaity, but I think it's true.
It is true.
Drought. We're in a drought.
Drought watch.
Drought watch.
Drought watch. Panda watch.
So
It's dry out there, man.
It's not raining.
No.
Water levels are seriously low.
Yes.
There's wildfires popping up all over the state. So this is abnormal for this time of year, correct?
To be this dry, yeah.
So what do we need for this to stop? We need a big rainstorm.
We need rain.
We need consistent rain, right? Like this is gonna
Yeah,
take.
we can't just get like one day of rain. No, we
Yeah.
need consistent rain.
I feel like we just got rain with those storms that came up.
We didn't get much out of it.
Oh, no, bro,
really?
those storms, we got barely a quarter of an inch.
Yeah,
if
like
anything.
misted.
Yeah, there was no rain that day.
That's so crazy. So I'm looking at the map right now, 10-day forecast.
It's dry.
No rain. So what's the ramifications here if this continues?
Listen, I'm telling you, it's going to be dry. We're going to go into a drought warning probably. And then in the wintertime, we're going to get so much snow. We're going to get pounded with a snowstorm. And then we're going to get it back.
Yeah, but snow, that sounds dangerous because the snow is going to be on really dry,
It's going to be
hard
bad.
soil.
It's going to be bad. Well, that's the thing too.
What happens when it melts? Does it freeze and then the roads get?
That's the thing. The ground is so tough. I mean, it's so dry right now. Say we did get like a flash flooding, like it's some heavy rain coming down, really, everything's going to flood because of flash flooding because the water has nothing to stoke into because it's so dry.
What if I go poke holes in my grass? Just
Won't
like-
be enough. You'll probably have to do a whole town's worth.
just they issue a warning. Everyone, take a fork and get in your yard right now.
Droughts confuse me though. I do see the reservoirs really drying up all throughout the state. Some of them
Yeah.
are so low. The other day I saw a field of deer running around. I was like, this is a beautiful field. I realized it used to be a reservoir.
You know what? Hold
Crazy.
on. I just want to say, I think it's a good thing. I think every now and again in New Jersey, we got to start over. Our water is so disgusting. Let it all dry up.
We have good water compared to other places like Africa.
Africa? What does that even mean?
I went to Africa before, brother, building some wells, and we have it good here.
Jimmy's got a video. What's that, Jimmy?
This is a photo. This is normally a like pretty big river, and
Yeah.
now it's just like a little trickle.
Trickle.
It's not even flowing.
Jimmy, what do you think of
It's
my
been
what do you
dry.
think of my statement, Jim?
Which statement? Repeat.
I want it all to dry up. I think a drought's a good thing. I want to start over. Fresh water.
So the craziest thing that you have to think about with what's going on right now, you probably will never see something like this again in your life.
So where can
If
I
it's dry.
Where can people go to experience this? Like, what if I want to go experience the
Go
drought?
outside.
But where? I mean, like, what's
I feel like when we were younger, there was a bigger drought than this.
Nah. In 2002, there was a bad drought.
What's up with the 1800s headline?
It hasn't been this dry.
Is that real?
Yeah.
It's really that bad?
Yeah.
Jimmy, question for you. So what's a good waterway to go look at if people want to see how bad the drought is? Give me a lake, a
Go
river.
to like Spruce Run.
Spruce Run.
I heard Spruce Run is low.
I think
about-
it's
what
like
about-
30% full or something.
What about the South Jersey peeps?
Go anywhere in the Pines. Look at the rivers; they're all dried up.
Okay.
Ringwood, New Jersey. What's that big reservoir up in Ringwood, Jim?
Ramapo.
Whatever that big reservoir in Ringwood is, dude.
Yeah.
It was so dry the other day. A section of it, there was just deer running around. Like, it was crazy.
Okay,
There's
Jimmy,
no water.
Can I ask you a question that's really stupid?
Yeah, go.
If we dammed every river in New Jersey for like 2 weeks, just dammed them, let all the water go out, all the trash, we scooped it all out, and then released the rivers. Would that not be like? Would that not be like a detox? You know, people do like juice cleanses. I think we need a juice cleanse for our rivers that are full of water bottles and trash. Clean them out, drought it out. This is the time for all these townships to go with those little, you know, those things that are like 3 feet long. It's a handle with a claw at the end
grabber.
of it. Yeah, the grabber. They gotta go start grabbing.
No, honestly, it probably is a great time to do stuff like that.
And then just like, I mean,
I don't
the
think the
issue
pollution's
is
a problem, though. It's not that bad.
when I was in high school, when I was in middle school, the brakes broke on my bike and I ended up in the Rahway River. The path was blocked by people. I swerved off, ended up in the Rahway River. When I got to high school, I took a environmental sciences class.
Yeah.
And my teacher, really nice guy, said, you know, we did a test last year of the Rahway River and we detected human fecal matter in the Rahway River. That's nasty. We need a detox.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
It would have washed.
If I ever run for political office, this will be the video they're going to show. They're going to be like, he's unfit. He said we need to detox the rivers.
You guys are just built. They're built different. Like, yeah, I've been swimming in the Rahway River for years. It's not bad.
That's why you always have pink eye.
I don't have pink eye. I never had pink eye.
I'm kidding.
I'm healthy.
So here's what the article says.
You guys are soft.
So this is from PBS and NPR and WHYY. I don't know what they're all collabing on, but
Why?
it says New Jersey officials have issued a drought watch for the entire state. The watch is the second one in as many years.
What?
What does that mean?
there was a drought watch last summer. Second drought watch in 2 years.
The watch is the second one in as many years.
Yeah. So there's 2 watches in 2 years. It's a very simple statement.
I think I get what it's saying. I think they could have worded that a little nicer.
No, I think that's a typical journalistic phrasing.
So here's some guy from the state geologist and assistant director of the New Jersey Geological and Water Survey, Stephen Domer, said precipitation has been below average for at least several months. September was 3 inches below normal, making it the third driest in recorded history. And we've had almost no rain in October. So he also said we've also had above average temperatures all year long. And both of those conditions, the dry and the warm, lead to less supply and high demand. So this is an issue. And we're under drought watch. So do you want to know what drought watch means, guys?
Yes.
So under a drought watch, the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection closely monitors drought indicators such as precipitation and groundwater levels and consults affected water supplies. It also alerts the public about the status of the state's water supply. Officials are urging residents to conserve water to preserve supply. So, you know, if you don't need a 20-minute shower, maybe take a shorter shower.
Yeah, you can go from 20 to like 15, like slowly start cutting it. And then the next week go from 15 to 10, 10 to 5. You don't need that 20-minute shower. You really don't.
Sometimes you need it, though.
Sometimes, but not every night.
Yeah.
Some people be doing that every day.
Yeah, so the moral of the story here is we need some rain. So if you know a way to get rain to come.
At what point does it become a concern?
I'd say we're right on the brink.
Really?
Yeah, but you know what?
At what point are they really like pushing it down our throats, being like, yo, guys, chill out on the water use?
I'd say pretty soon.
Really?
Yeah.
This is why you need a well and you need to get off the grid.
I'm just hoping it gets cold and then we can get it all back in snow. Like some big snowstorms this year would rule.
I'm looking at the 2-week outlook on the GFS right now. I don't see anything.
Yeah, the GFS shows nothing.
You know what you need to do? Cloud seeding.
Yeah.
No, we're not Dubai. Can't
Why don't
do
we
that.
cloud seed?
Because Josh, that's not happening.
I heard. So
I don't want to
read
cloud
something
seed.
about-
I want it to be natural.
I read something about cloud seeding the other day, and like, it's not even scientifically proven that it works.
Yeah, we're not going to touch that.
Yeah, but Dubai does it.
Yeah, but Dubai is Dubai. This is America.
If Dubai can make it rain in the desert, Jimmy, how can you say it doesn't work? They got 6 feet of rain. I'm sure they got
6 feet of rain.
It was like, wasn't it like 12 inches
Yeah,
of
their
rain?
whole city got flooded because their cloud seeding experiment went wrong. You don't want to do that here.
Jimmy, if you're going to talk about logic, don't come on this podcast. We want to live in our conspiracy land.
Don't be seeding my clouds.
I don't know. Can it work?
No,
Could it work? I don't know.
it's pathetic.
What if we just all?
It's not natural.
What if we all just sprayed our hoses on the grass?
That's a
And
great
then
idea.
using too much water though.
Yeah, but then the water goes into the.
Yeah, my grandma like stopped watering the plants so much because they're saying not to use them as water.
Did she really do that?
Yeah, I was talking to my dad yesterday.
Wow.
He said, "Yeah, the grass is turning yellow because I can't use the sprinkler every day now." It's like everyone's taking it pretty seriously out here, and everyone's taking a hit. That's why everything's yellow. It's dry.
Looks like California.
Josh, I think you're taking this a little too lightly. You're taking this more like a joke than a serious matter.
It's all gonna work out.
I need you to stop with this 20-minute showers. I
I
used to live
think
with you.
just
I
stop
know
showering
you take,
in general.
Josh takes like 30-minute showers.
No, I don't. I'm a 2-minute. I grew up in a family of 8 kids. I take a 2-minute shower.
Yeah, and
my
he moved
dad
out. He moved out, and then he started taking his 20-minute.
No, if
showers.
I took him a shower more than 3 minutes long, my dad would knock on the door and go, "Hurry up in there!" So I got no. There's no shower length. But what I will say,
Did you guys only have one shower?
we had 2.
Okay.
But we would use mainly the kids, the upstairs.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, I think every now and again, a good natural disaster that doesn't kill anybody, like a drought, is good to remind people that we're not fully in charge. There's just more to this whole game than you realize.
coming from the guy who wants a cloud seed.
Listen,
Get out of your mind.
People got
Diabolical laugh.
It's like when the wildfire smoke happened and everyone was like, "What? This has to be fake." And it's like, no, I think you just don't realize nature is all around us and
Nature is
you're
naturing.
not the boss. You can't go to Walmart and fix this. You
You're
can't.
not Bruce, all right?
There's no solution on Amazon Prime for this one. So guess what? It grounds us back to reality. And I think being told, "Hey guys, it's not raining," and that has ramifications for your life, it's good for the human psyche. It reminds you you're not the boss. And I think we've gotten a little off the rails here in America. Everybody thinks they're the boss,
We just need,
especially Bruce Springsteen.
yeah. He keeps saying he's the boss.
He is
I don't
the
know if he
boss.
is. I don't know if he's the boss.
All right, we got to wrap this. This episode's over. All right, hey everybody, thank you for listening to this week's episode. We'll be back next week. Hey, reminder: call into the mailbag and do that Halloween prompt. Let us know what you're thinking. And we'll be back next Friday with more New Jersey news, information, and fun. Bye.
Later.
Thank you guys. Bye.
You're listening to the Garden State. The Dirty Jers.